Ladies and gentlemen, I am the War Boss Squee, welcoming you to episode 24 of our Pokemon Soul Silver Nuzlocke. And my god, has it been an effort to get to this point. First, my recording software decided not to record my narration while I was actually filming. And then after I didn't notice this until I'd edited it all together and put together all the pieces. And then I tried to use Movie Maker to narrate over the video, and it didn't work. And then I changed the setting, I tried it again, didn't work. Tried it a third time, still didn't work. So, we're trying something a little bit different today. I'm actually watching this and recording narration at the same time using my recording software and full screen mode. So this is going to look a little weird. Unfortunately, it is literally the best I can do at this point. So, please just bear with me. I have fixed the problem that we had before. And it's not going to be an issue in the future. It was just an issue this time, and it completely screwed me up, and it's been a pain in the ass to get fixed. But right now, we're going to take Lockjaw over to the move deleter so we can teach him Waterfall, which is very important, although, of course, I don't know which of these people are at the time. While we're doing that, I thought I would discuss something that isn't this, because this part, honestly, isn't very flippin' interesting. It's boring, it's slow, it was just me rambling. Instead, I want to talk about some of the new Sun and Moon information that's come out for the Gen 7 game releases coming out in November, which is like in a month. Seriously, like, I don't know, excuse me, 2 months. 2 months because I can count, because I'm a smart person. It comes out November 24th, I think. Now, specifically the thing I want to talk about are the Aloha variants of Gen 1 Pokemon. You have Rattata and Raticate that are now normal dark. Their background says that in this region they are more gluttonous and underhanded as opposed to the angry little shrews that we remember. Meowth and Persian are also dark type because they were kept as like cherished pets and they became vain and like evil. Raichu, not Pikachu, but Raichu gets a Psychic subtype, which is awesome. Pikachu, on the other hand, gets a Z-move all of their own, because if there's one thing that we don't have is that electrical ball of bullshit getting yet another thing to make it super unique, because, that's not tiresome at all. But Raichu gets a Z-move of its own, and it gets a Psychic typing, so I'm okay with that. There's some other changes I'm a little weird about. Vulpix and Ninetales are now Fire Fairy. Or excuse me, they're Ice Fairy. Now, I like the fairy typing for Ninetales, because Ninetales is based off of Japanese mythology. It's like a magic fox spirit. Totally okay with that. I'm not sure if I like it as an ice type. It'll be nice and different though, so I'm okay. So while it's a little weird, I'm gonna roll with it. Same thing with Sandshrew and Sandslash. They are now Ice and Steel, and I wanted the Steel type on them as a secondary type, so I'm good with that too. But again, both of these evolutionary lines are now Ice type because they live in the cold, mountainous regions of the Aloha region. Okay, I can work with that. And then we get to Executor. Now, Execute is Grass Psychic. In every generation leading up to Gen 7, Executor has been Grass Psychic. It's a walking palm tree with psychic coconuts that try to mess with your mind. I don't really know what else to say there, really. Except someone in there, for unknown reasons that I cannot understand, somebody decided that they needed to make Executor Grass Dragon. Grass Dragon. Could have given Gyarados the Water Dragon treatment as an Aloha variant, so we could finally have that like we thought we were getting with Mega Evolution. Couldn't do it. Lapras might have been a good choice. Make it Water Dragon or Ice Dragon, because I don't think we have an Ice Dragon that's not a legendary. Even Tropius which looks like a flying grass dinosaur, could have been Grass Dragon. Instead, they gave it to Executor. I don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. It seems completely out of character. At least with the other Aloha variants, they're changing them almost completely. Raichu is still electric, but gets psychic subtype. Rattata and Raticate are still normal type, but they get the dark subtype. The Ninetales evolutionary line, completely different. The Sandslash line, completely different. Executor. Why is it a dragon? I don't understand this. I do not understand why it's a dragon. I don't particularly like the fact that it's a dragon. But I suppose I'm just going to have to deal with it. Meanwhile, we're getting geared up for a little bit of a montage, so I'm going to be muting my microphone. Enjoy!
We are the walking wounded.
Alright, and we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Oh, I actually rather like that song, not gonna lie. Just gonna take a minute for things to catch up. I don't actually know what I was doing here at this point. There we go. So, Doofus evolved into a Slowbro. Still got that amulet coin. Special attack gets a nice boost. Got Curse, got Blizzard, got Surf, got Zen Headbutt for a little bit of stab physical if I need it. Curse helps out with that. Blizzard's really funny because this is a move that I almost immediately regretted putting on and switched out for Avalanche. Okay, it's 120 power, but it's 70 accuracy. Whereas Avalanche is 60 power, 100 accuracy, and the power is doubled if you get hit before you throw the power out. Slowbro is slow as crap, so he's going second against everything. I think it's Avalanche. Yeah, I'm still trying to find somebody who can use Bullet Seed. Could have been useful. But nobody can. Come on, where is that blasted Avalanche? Part of me realizes I could probably do this and just act like that it was like this all along, but it just wouldn't work very well. And like I said, I was super irritated about the issues I had with this. It was... oh, so frustrating. Anyway, nobody else really evolved. I mean, Fester evolved into a Quagsire, which is nice, but she's not going to get a lot of action this upcoming gym anyway. I do need to do some serious grinding on all my Pokemon at some point, but really, I figured between Doofus and Lockjaw, we would be okay. Yeah, see? Yeah, double damage if the user has been hurt by the foe in the same turn. It's Doofus. He's slow. It's going to happen. One thing that I thought was interesting was the fact that because I'm not any good at Voltorb Flip, I couldn't get Ice Beam for Doofus, which would have been phenomenal. And I can't teach Doofus any grass moves that I have. I think Slowbro can learn Energy Ball, or maybe that's Slow King, but regardless, I don't have access to it. So, everybody's severely underleveled, but I was having a lot of trouble grinding anyway, only because it's a little hard to tell in the montage because I sped it up so quickly. Doofus took no less than 3 self-destructs. 3 of them. From Gravelers, and I think it took a self-destruct from a Geodude. Just utterly ridiculous. They're just suiciding so bad to try to get to me. Obviously it didn't work because Slowbro has some really good bulk, but still, it was just like, oh my god, I want to kill you for the experience. I do not want you to keep exploding. Could we stop doing that? Yeah, I fiddle with this for a bit. It's like, ooh, Thunder. I should teach somebody Thunder. I was going to teach it to Doofus. One problem. Doofus doesn't learn Thunder. Who knew? Eleanor could learn it, but I'm running her physical. Although switching her all over to special attacks, I might look into that. I need to see what her special attack stat is. I know that Nidoking and Nidoqueen get pretty good attack and special attack, but question for another time. So we are actually on our way to the gym now, which is the Dragon Gym run by Claire. And I had a slight problem here. I had never been in this gym before. We have actually gone beyond what I know in this gym. And so he's telling me that the gym is so hot and the footing is so unstable, you have to keep your Pokemon in their Pokeball. Now, I want you to keep in mind what he just said. Dragon types are weak against ice. That's going to become very important very shortly. Yeah, I had a hell of a time with this. I literally hated this gym. It was such a pain in the ass. Yeah. I am really just not good at this one. It drove me nuts. So here, comes our first contestant. And this is actually, I think, the first time I've run into a dragon type that I've actually fought. I fought alongside Lance, but no one has actually had a dragon type, and mostly due to the fact that there are very few in the game at this point. You have the Dragonite line, and you have Kingdra. Those are the only dragons in the game for Gen 2 that I know of. I can't think of any others. Would have been 3 if Gyarados had been unfucked, but they decided not to do that. But this was basically me testing out Avalanche, which worked phenomenally well. Doofus is rather slow and bulky, and even though it's not stab, he's got a pretty good special attack, so with the power being doubled, it's pretty much a one-hit KO to anything that's actually going to take super effective damage from ice. That's going to become a problem later on, though. But we're not going to spoil it. You know, I'm actually kind of tempted to speed this part up, but we have Seadra here. And I was kind of surprised by Seadra, because Seadra's not a dragon type. Kingdra's a dragon type. But Seadra is just a straight water type. And we're in a gym that looks like a cave with molten lava on it. So I was like, water types would not have expected that, but I guess these trainers are training underneath Claire in hopes of getting their Seadras to become Kingdras, which makes a certain amount of sense. Now, one thing I do love is that Seadra used agility, so now it's faster. Now it's using Bubble Beam, which isn't going to do anything, but it's going to make me slower. Which doesn't matter because Seadra is already faster than I am. It just can't really hurt me. So I decided to go for the ultimate injury, and I kill it with Cut. Because why not? I still haven't taken that off, and I probably should because I don't think I'm going to need it again before the Elite Four. Fortunately, I don't have a move that I can teach to Lockjaw that I really want to. Ice Punch would be good to replace Ice Fang with because it's more accurate. And I think it does about the same amount of damage, but I don't have a good physical move to give Lockjaw and replace a Cut. Maybe Strength? I don't know. So we get a little bit of healing going on. I love Quagsire Sprite. It's just so happy looking. I don't know why this is taking so long. I think I thought I paused it or something. I don't know. There we go. I was also like half asleep when I recorded this, so I might have dozed off for a minute or so. Dragons are sacred Pokemon that are full of life energy. And I'm going to make the joke now that I made the first time I read that. Which was, as soon as I heard the terms, they're full of life energy, I started looking for, like, Sailor Moon's arch rival, Queen Beryl. Gonna send one of her freaky little moon aliens to go drain all the life out of the dragon Pokemon to power whatever the hell plan she had. I was never really clear why she needed all that life energy. My wife could probably tell me because she's watched Sailor Moon quite a bit. It's one of her favorite animes, up there with Inuyasha. Which, the manga for Inuyasha is actually pretty good. The anime sucked ass. It's about as bad as early seasons of the Pokemon anime. But they actually managed to make it worse, which I didn't realize was something that could be possible. So, take a Dragon Rage, not a big deal. These things really can't do anything to me, so it's just a matter of me. I'm basically just burning Avalanche points right now. But I can always use an Ether or teleport back to the beginning to heal up before I come back in and take on Claire. Like so. Because I got Hyper Potions, I got Super Potions, I've got full heals, you name it, I got it. I got all the good things we need. What I don't have is a clue, because these puzzles just are not fun. It's not the most frustrating puzzle I've had to deal with. I actually think that Wallace's gym in Gen 3 with the ice puzzle that you had to step in a certain way. And see, there I go. I really just don't know what I'm doing here. But in Gen 3, for those that have played it, and then for those that have not, I'll explain it. You have to step on every single tile in a room, and they're set up so that it's very difficult to get all of them. However, you can only step on each tile once, or you will fall through and have to fight the trainers that on your way back up to the puzzle. Not so bad, except in Gen 3, you couldn't walk diagonally. Come on. There we go. Finally, I got it. So in the Gen 6 remakes, you could watch diagonally, so the puzzle became a lot easier. But in Gen 3, it was a pain in the butt because you couldn't walk diagonally. So if you made one misstep, you had to start the puzzle all over again because you're going to fall through the ground. It took me forever to get through him. Now, this guy's talking about how powerful and mighty Dragon-type Pokemon are. He leads with a Horsey. Now, I realize that the trainers in the gym are not supposed to be all powerful. They're not supposed to be that much of a challenge. They're supposed to give you a feel for how the fight with the gym leader is supposed to go. But you have a Horsey with Hydro Pump. I would have respected that a little bit more if it had actually been a Seadra. Now, the problem I have here is that ice is resistant, is not super effective against water. Matter of fact, I think water actually resists it. I had nothing, absolutely nothing for a water type. I have no grass moves, I have no electric moves. There is absolutely nothing I can do to a water type Pokemon. Which is funny because I'm basically running a water team because 3 of my Pokemon are water types. Thankfully, between Curse and Zen Headbutt, I'm not doing too badly. Thankfully, the Seadra has Bubble Beam, whereas the Horsey had Hydro Pump. Probably should have been the other way around, but I think they're just giving you a fighting chance there. And again, oh my god, what happens if Doofus gets slowed down? Absolutely nothing. He's the slowest sack of shit in the game at this point. Onyx can outspeed Onyx can outspeed you at this point, which is kind of pathetic if you really think about it. Just what you expected. Well, you brought no dragon type to a fight in a dragon gym. But he's okay with it. He doesn't care. Just realized I forgot to turn the ringer off on my phone. My buddy just tried to call me. I will talk to him later. He's on his way to work. He's actually working the night shift this week. Kind of feel bad for him. He's not like me. He doesn't flip his schedule constantly like I do. So she's been training hard with Claire. There's no way she can lose. And you know what? Every single gym we've been to, ladies and gentlemen, have said the exact same thing. There's always that one trainer that says, I've studied under the master. My Kung Fu is the most powerful. What happens? Jet Li walks in feeling all Billy Badass and proves you wrong. And yes, in this case, Doofus would be Jet Li. So this continues on for a while. Now, I really like using Curse on slow Pokemon because, one, their speed doesn't matter at that point. They're already going second. But you're getting that nice attack and defense boost, which is also the reason I kept that and Zen Headbutt, because it boosts my Zen Headbutt, which is stab and physical, and Now, Slowbro gets some nice special attack, but that physical attack is not shabby. At least not yet. It hasn't started to go down yet. You know, once Slowbro gets some additional levels, obviously the special attack is going to start outstripping the physical. But right now they're pretty even. I think special's 10 points higher. Yeah, Doofus suddenly forgot what he was supposed to be doing and started missing constantly. Which is funny because Zen Headbutt is not that inaccurate. I think it's 90 accuracy or something. And suddenly Doofus couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Kind of pathetic, really. Yeah, that crit sucked. Wasn't horrible. It did like 60 damage, but still, I mean, it's resisted. My special defense is pretty good. It gets a second crit in a row. But Doofus finally blows it over with the Zen Headbutt. I mean, 13 HP. I saw that a lot while grinding because of those stupid self-destruct Gravelers. Didn't need that here. Did not need that here. But it's all good. One Hyper Potion later, Doofus is ready to, you know, drag its ass back into action. Now we just got one more trainer to go, and I don't remember what he has actually because I recorded this on Monday. This narration is being done on Thursday. It's being uploaded on Friday. My upload schedule for this week has just been completely shit. I put in a massive amount of overtime this week. You know, been messing with this, trying to get this working. So, not a great day. Or not a great week at all. But next week we're going to go back to our scheduled program, hopefully. Shouldn't have any more problems. And one avalanche, and boom, you're gone. So, dealing with dragons should be pretty simple. Shouldn't have any problems. At least that's what I thought. And I know I'm being obnoxiously cryptic, but just work with me, folks. It'll make sense. And then we have one more of these stupid moving platform puzzles, and I think this one was probably the absolute worst. I had so much trouble with this. It's like, okay, which way do we go? Well, we go that way. Well, now what? Don't know. Can't go that way. And now we're back to where we started. That's no good. I will say I really like the lava effects right here. I think those are pretty neat. Oh, almost got it. Oh, and we're just short. And now we can't turn it. So there's a solution here, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head at the time. There we go. Yeah, that one kind of sucked, not gonna lie. And then there's Claire. And I'm thinking right now, should I warp out and go heal and get my power points back, or should I just take on Claire? This is Claire, the world's best dragon type master. Pretty sure Lance is gonna have an issue with that particular title. She's going to use her full power against me. Well, I've been having a lot of trouble with the gym leaders in this game just because I've been slightly underleveled. And she's got 4 Pokemon. I've got 4 Pokemon I can't use because they'll get murdered, and she opens with a Gyarados. I have literally nothing for this Gyarados. I have nothing at all for this Gyarados. I mean, maybe Zen Headbutt if I set up a bunch of curses. Which is probably what I should have done, but then I remembered it had Bite, so I had to switch out. Yeah, Bite, Dragon Rage. Yeah, life got a little poopy at this point. Because Ice Fang ain't doing crap. It's a neutral attack, it's not stab. Even with Lockjaw's physical attack being pretty good, not really cutting it. Thankfully, Crunch will do a little bit better, and maybe we'll get the defense drop, which was my thought. Because I knew I could take a Dragon Rage. And Bite wasn't going to do anything to me, so it was just a matter of getting a couple crunches in, healing up a little bit, getting a couple crunches in, then healing up some more. Little stally, but not too bad. No, and as long as it keeps spamming Dragon Rage and doesn't hit me with anything else, I can take, 2 or 3 of those. Well, I can take 2, and then I gotta heal, but... The thing that really bugs me is that it's faster than I am. And I don't get the kill. Which means, at this point, I'm gonna heal up. I know she's gonna heal it. She's got a Hyper Potion on her. And now we get to start this all over again, but I know not to waste my time with Ice Fang. Gets a crit there, and we get the defense drop, so hopefully the next crunch will take it out. Nope, it lives on like 1 hit point. I'm positive she's gonna heal this thing at this point. Absolutely positive that was her plan, I thought. But I was wrong. So now I'm thinking maybe she's only got the 1 potion. I can work with that. If she's only got the 1 potion, it'd be a little bit weird, but I can work with it. I decided to use Cut because I'm nothing if not a cheese dick. And I really wanted that Gyarados to regret fighting with me so much. So I cut it, take out its last like 2 or 3 hit points. That's down. Moving on to the next problem. So yeah, 101 attack. You figure even neutral Ice Fang would have done more. I mean, hell, Crunch was neutral, and I think they do the same damage. So 1 down, 3 to go. We've got a Dragonair here. Little bastard's got Dragon Pulse. Alright, not so big a deal. Took out the Dragonair, all's good. What else she got? Now, between Gyarados and Dragonair, I'm thinking her ace is going to be a Dragonite. It makes sense. She thinks she's the best. It would make sense that she would have a Dragonite like Lance. And we see a second Dragonair, so I'm thinking, alright, awesome. Little bastard decides to paralyze me, but not such a huge deal. I'm already slow anyway. I just have to worry about the paralysis chance. That's, I think, 25%. It's worth getting rid of, but it's not that bad comparably. Now all we need to do is heal up Doofus, drop into their Avalanche, and we're moving on to the Ace. And my Pokemon are in pretty good shape for the most part. I should be able to handle this. Although Dragon Pulse is hitting a hell of a lot harder than I would like. Not gonna lie, that was bugging me a bit. My special attacks, my special defense is 75. I figured that was gonna be okay. But that stab Dragon Pulse is just wrecking me. And I can take like 3 of them before I die. But as long as I keep my hit points up, I should be okay. I got plenty of potions. Then she sends in this fucking thing. This Kingdra, as far as I know, has no weakness. Dragon resists electricity and grass. Water resists ice. And there's no fairy typing. This damn thing has no super effective weakness. And it punches like a flipping truck. Yeah, that just happened. Blows me away with a crit. First move. All the time I spent training up Doofus, gone. Just like that. It throws out the crit and blows him the fuck away. And now I have a bit of a problem. I have a major problem. Because this thing has no weaknesses, and Lockjaw's not that specially defensive. A little bit higher level. But yeah. That's a 3-hit KO. If it gets a crit, I'm done. And if it blows away Lockjaw, the other 4 Pokemon in my party are utterly, utterly hosed. Absolutely nothing I can do against this thing. And I miss. So I'm crossing my fingers, praying this thing doesn't get a crit. See, that was neutral. Ice was resisted by the water, so you know they bounce that, and the super effective damage against Dragon bounces each other out. I'm screwed. I cannot do anything to really hurt this thing. It's faster than I am, which means I'm in a position of heal, attack, heal, attack, heal, attack, and I don't have the potions for that. And like I said, if it gets another crit, this is game over for us. Now, I'm pretty sure right about now is the point where I realize that Ice Fang isn't cutting it. I need to drop this thing's defenses. I need to use Crunch. I need that 10% chance to drop physical defense and just keep pounding on it. Then it throws a Hydro Pump at me. Okay, I'll resist that. No big deal. That's easy enough, right? But it's not out of Dragon Pulses. Not by a long shot. No, I still used Ice Fang this turn. Maybe I was hoping for a freeze. Yeah. Bitch has got a Citrus Berry, ladies and gentlemen. The last 2 attacks I did just got undone. Yeah, that was a wonderful moment where my heart started shrinking as I realized this thing has more and more opportunities to mess me up. This is not going to be a great day. This is not being a great day. Alright, so, still going for the Ice Fang. I think I'm still hoping for that freeze. Because let's face it, last time Lockjaw froze somebody, it was when it counted against Chuck's freaking Poliwrath. She's supposed to win. She already decided she was going to win. Well, she does have the most broken freaking Pokemon in Gen 2. Yeah. And now suddenly, while all the other trainers had, Horsies and Seadras, makes a little bit of sense now. And it's probably got Sniper, too. So it goes for another freaking Hydro Pump, followed by a Dragon Pulse. I'm like, okay, this isn't so bad. The damage isn't racking up quite as much. I have a little bit of a buffer, but I need that defense drop. There we go. That's the defense drop I need. Unfortunately, I have to heal now. Alright. We're good to go. Throws the Dragon Pulse out. That's okay. We can take it. One more crunch will kill it, right? Then it throws a fucking Hyper Beam, and thank God it misses. I'm like, oh crap, this thing has Hyper Beam. Which connects. Goodbye, Lockjaw, you're dead. Oh wait, no, we lived on 19. Get the fuck out, Kingdra, your ass is done. Thank God, lived on 19. Lockjaw is a legend, and he's getting the most valuable player award for this game so far because he is just unstoppable, ladies and gentlemen. But then we have a problem. She won't concede this. She might have lost, but I'm still not ready for the Pokemon League. She wants me to take the Dragon Master Challenge. Yeah. And I can prove I've lost my lazy ideals, she'll give me the gym badge. I kicked her ass, but she won't give me the badge. What is it with the trainers in this game? First, Whitney doesn't want to give me the badge because she's oh so sad about everything. Then this chick won't give it up because she can't believe she lost to a scrub. And I have lazy ideals. Do you know how hard I worked to get to this point? And she pulls this crap. I'm like, oh look. Someone's calling me. Don't care. I'm pissed. I've lost frickin' Doofus. And I am so mad about it. I am so utterly, utterly mad. But that's the ball game, kids. We beat Claire. We deserve our badge. Next episode, we're going to get our badge. But for now, I'm the War Boss Squee, and I'll see you next time. Peace.